how are you?
Fine.
Do you all want to come eat with me by the river?
Of course.
Take a look. There are people who throw garbage into the river.
Yes, that's right. Why that the person throw their garbage in the river, even thought that there is a bin, that is not always to throw garbage in the river.
Why can't we throw garbage into the river? It's more practical.
What Eka said is true. Why can't we throw garbage into the river? With that, we don't have to pay what's money.
Isn't throwing garbage into the river will cause flooding and blockage of river flow and affect the river ecosystem such as the fish that live there as well as the plants that are there. Maybe the fish will die if we keep throwing garbage into the river because the water there must have been polluted with garbage and other chemicals.
Of course, if we throw garbage in the river environment will be damaged and not beautiful anymore because there is a more volume of garbage in the river. So when it rains, the river will be able to accommodate that much water discharge.
Then, what is the solution for this problem? Making people be aware how important to keep the environment around the river and the water are clean.
Can just a warning stop someone from throwing their trash into the river again? Because from what I know, even though there are warnings not to throw garbage into the river, there are still people who violate the warning. Do you guys have a solution?
I think things can be done like making a warning banner to be able to give a warning to the public or to route driver who litter. You can make a warning banner, the waste bank. The way to prevent waste disposal in river is that the community can establish a garbage bank, collective garbage disposal site.
If there are still those who violate the warning, either in the writing or not, they can be given a criminal penalty because the community does not want to comply with this regulation.
So, what shall we do? We already know that throwing garbage into the river is prohibited, but most of people did it. That is not all around fun.
Then how? We already understand that littering in rivers shows something that is prohibited. However, isn't that kind of thing a lot of people are used to?
Of course, what are you doing is still wrong. Currently, the condition of the river is quite clear and clean, but of course, over time, if it is polluted using garbage continuously, it will turn dirty.
Don't a clean river be more beautiful to look at? The ecosystem will also be amenitized because we don't to garbage in the river, and we can also get benefits such as for bathing, as source of drinking water, recreation and tourist energy source, for power generation, irrigation and source of livelihood.
Okay, it means very important to keep our environment and river are clean. We can get many benefits from that. Thank you so much to give me the suggestion about how important to keep our river. It's very useful for me.
In my opinion, don't throw garbage into the river anymore. Don't pollute water sources with chemicals and do reforestation around the river.
In my opinion, what can be done is to use water sources wisely, not to build sewers around rivers, and always do mutual cooperation.
In my opinion, things can be done as preserving forests upstream of rivers, not disposing of household and industrial waste, not using chemical, drugs, when looking for fish in the river. And the last thing we can do is not throw antiseptic and bacteria killing substance into the river.